So good morning. I am by a place called Deira City Center, and I have checked out from GBR, and I'm gonna show you, by the way, actually where I am. So I basically have a cup of green tea here. I have my laptop, and then I have a yoga mat, and this is just some actually mainly like food, and then I have my suitcase, hand luggage, and as you can see, it's completely empty here on this outdoor coffee shop place. And over here, let me try zoom in. Over there is the Burj Khalifa and all of those kinds of, basically the city, downtown. So I have checked out from GBR this morning. I did not have time to study at all because I don't know, I got up like at 7, and I had to pack and these things, so I haven't really had the time yet to sit and study. So I'm gonna check in here now in a bit into a hotel here next to Deira City Center. Since I'm going to the airport tomorrow, it will be easier for me to be closer to the airport, basically, because I have to be on the airport at 7 in the morning. So it means I have to go there quite early, So, and it's going to be very nice because it's a UPO hotel. I'm gonna stay at Ibis next here to the center, and it will be quite nice to be in a hotel for one night, However, I'm going to try and I still have a very sore throat, so I don't know how long this is going to last. That's why I took a green tea, because I thought that maybe it helps with my sore throat. And I sort of try to get ask some of the sort of stuff here in the mall, like how I can go to walk basically over to the to the Ibis hotel, because I'm not sure, there is quite a few entrances and exits in this place, so I need to see how I actually can get there, but I think I have a clue of how to go there, so it will work out, hopefully. And so I'm basically going to sit here and study now, because it's still quite early. So I might go there around 12, and it's now, let me check the time. Basically, I was reading on the, I actually was reading, so I haven't been completely not studying at all. I was reading this Culture and Imperialism book, so I'm actually, okay, I'm not halfway through it, but I'm like 1/3 through it, by now. It's so practical, because the metro actually takes some time going from one end to another. So since I was going from the marina over to Deira City Center. So let me see what time it is now, because I think it's 10 past 10 basically in the morning, and I'm wearing this red so I'm wearing this red shirt, and then I have a pair of jeans on. So behind me is basically the mall, the indoor area. So I don't know, I'm going to try and set the camera somewhere here, so I might be able to continue to film for some time. And they're doing some construction, by the way, here, so I don't know whether it's going to be noisy or not. There's always some construction going on here. So let me try and figure out the camera. Okay, so I think this works. It's slightly not straight, but and by the way, I have my university brick here, so I'm ready to go to the university, but I'm using it as a form of ID kind of thing, So I'm going to be, now today I'm basically going to check into that hotel, and then in the morning tomorrow I will be off to the airport, and then I have a 7-hour flight to Copenhagen, and then after Copenhagen I will go to Lund, so it's going to be quite a long day on Thursday just with the travel. And then after that, when I'm arriving there, I don't know how it's going to look like in my place there. I hope it's going to look nice, so but I basically going to try and probably I need to do a workout after traveling for so many hours, but I'm going to try and maybe go to the university as well, or maybe I will see what happens on that day. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now is to type on the master paper that I'm doing. I'm almost finished with this one, and once I'm finished with this one, the entire course that I currently have for the master is like finished, and the second course for the spring for the master is going to start in April. So it means like once I'm finished with this paper, I don't have anything else for the master until April, but I'm going to start with the literature for the other course that I have, and also obviously I also have an assignment for another course today, so I'm gonna check if my professor for that course have posted some of the instructions that I need. And then I have obviously yet another course ongoing, and then another course ongoing, and one of them have lectures, the other one, because I finished the examination for that one, but I have for the other one some papers to still like type on before I can submit it, and that's what I need to do when I'm over in Lund. And as well, I have a long list of books, and I don't think I will be able to open my rucksack again, but I have like typed down all of the stuff that I need to read. But I have 2 books for the master course that I have in the end of this spring, and then I have one book by Talal Asad, which is called The Formation of the Secular. And then I have Macroeconomy, Politics, Institutions, and Power, I think that book is called. That one I'm going to have for a course during the summer, inshallah. And then I have some books by Al-Ghazali and by Edward Said that I want to read, as well the books that I currently are reading. And then I have for the 2 other courses that I also have, I have like a bunch of books, maybe like 10 books for those 2 courses that I also need to read, but that's like a whole list of books on its own, so I can't even go over. So, but it's like to be really effective and try and get up, you know, I'm quite good on self-management, and I would say, but I mean it depends on what you sort of comparing it with. I'm not the person, I don't get up 5 in the morning, but I try to get up at 6 or 7, and then I'm like on the go until 11 or 12 in the morning. So and also like I can give some tips for like when you actually are typing on any form of paper, like how to actually get through the, you know, to actually add on to the words and all the things that you need to have. Like for a paper, the best idea is to just type, you know, like I typically now have just been going over all of the articles and reading, obviously. First I read the course literature, and I know some people say that you shouldn't read the course literature because some of it may not be essential like in actual assignments. But I think it's very important to read the course literature if you want to get the most out of the course. And then, once I have an assignment, obviously I will try and figure out what they are asking for initially, and sort of have a clue of what the paper is going to be about. And then I will read through because typically there is some articles or something that is a key to sort of put together the paper. So I will read through them, and I know some people say you should read through them, and then after that you can sort of analyze and take out some information that is sort of key, you know. I'm gonna take some tea. And by the way, it's really noisy here. I thought it was going to be peaceful here, but they are really destroying it by the construction, you know, and I think they're just doing it to make fun, you know. It's a really good tea, by the way. I don't know what it is. So yeah, then I will try and take out some information from the paper, type it directly into the document, and also I always make like the layouts and the documents like early on in the course. So as soon as I start in the course, I will start to like focus on the assignments. I will not just wait until it's like 1 week before deadline or something. I start off right away as soon as I have as soon as I sort of know what the assignments are going to be about. And then I just typing, you know, I just typing down everything. It's no point in doing any form of editing or like trying to, of course it's very important to put in all of the references ASAP so you don't forget where you found the information from. But if you are a person who sit and edit as soon as you have typed a sentence, or like you have written like a solid piece of text and you start to edit it, it's going to be like, you know, it's not really going to gain you the that you will actually be able to sort of have a paper ready as a draft in a short time period. I think it's much better to just type and have more text than what you need. And then as you're reading through it, you will probably notice that at some parts you have maybe written similar things more than one time. So you will be able to go back and sort of edit those parts out. And of course, like sort of compress each of the sentences to its key points, you know. And as you're doing this, you're also gaining further like understanding of what you really want to put into the paper, and that is very essential, because if you're striving to have like a higher grade, like pass with distinction, most of those kind of criteria are actually, if you are able to write a lot, like the really formulate the sentences in a way that is covering all that you need to say, but with a small kind of space in the actual document, that is a key to actually get like, you know, higher grades. Because if you are a person who just type in a lot in order to say a little, it's not going to be so beneficial for your grades, basically, you know. So let's see what. Okay, so it's almost like 10:30 now. I think once I have gotten to the hotel and I have sort of checked in, because like, I don't know how much hotels you may be checking into, but I actually check in every now and then to some hotel over the past couple of years, and therefore I kind of have a clue of how they're functioning, because I have stayed in so many different hotels. But typically, you know, if the timing for check-in is, let's say, 2 o'clock, typically you're always able to check in earlier, like 1 or 2 hours earlier. It depends on if they have a room available. But so I think I'm gonna go there like 2 hours before, around 12, and then I will just try and you know, get myself checked in at that time. Because either way, tomorrow I have to check out so early, so I need to have, my day needs to be like, I mean, I have like an early timing today, you know, so I need to try and get done as much as I possibly can. So I'm gonna show you, because they put 2 different tea bags in here. So I really like when you're buying tea, like in these, I know, by the way, I actually asked for a normal mug, but she gave me this mug, which is kind of bad, because I know that it's not good for the environment to have these kinds of bags, but, you know. Anyway, but what I want to show is like how huge are these tea bags, you know, and she put 2 of them, so I think the caffeine content in this is gonna keep me going for like a couple of hours, you know. And I always look for hotels that has a tea boiler, or water boiler because I want to be able to make tea. As well, if you have a water boiler, you can basically make any kind of food stuff that you would require. And either way, I don't use any kitchens and stuff because I never cook any food. I'm just, being a vegan and eating very simple. So that's actually a good thing. You see, I'm actually thinking about the environment because making, preparing food in a kitchen and stuff, it requires quite a lot of, like effort, like energy and all these things, and I never almost do that, And by the way, I thought I had lost my ring, which this ring is, by the way, it's from my, how should I say, like my childhood place or my family's place or whatever. They make these rings, it's like a traditional kind of ring, so therefore I have it. I also have traditional kind of bracelets, which are made by reindeer material, which I know it's not vegan, but that's the background I have. So what to do about it? I cannot really change it. But I really like them because they are handmade and they're sewing on some silver thread on it, and it looks really nice. So yeah. So let me try and show. And by the way, the temperature outdoor is amazing. It's like so nice, this weather. And by the way, once I'm back now in Sweden, it's gonna be around 5 Celsius degrees. It maybe will go down to -degrees, and it's going to be snow, wind, cloudy, dark, and not so nice basically. So really, this weather is, I'm gonna miss it, So let me try and show again, because Deira city center is like near to the airport. If you ever are in Dubai and you have you're staying like for a short time, but you yet want to go to some place where you have like, I mean, by the way, Dubai airport has quite a lot of sort of facilities or like stuff, but if you're staying for a short time in Dubai and you want to be able to, go to different shops, or you want to go to a gym, or you want to go to like whatever you're looking for, pharmacies, medical center, Deira city center is kind of this mall that has all of that, so you can find most things. And it's not so far from the airport, so I mean, it's very simple to just pass by here and you can easily be back on the airport. Even the metro, the red line is connected to the airport, to Terminal 3 and 1, and it goes directly here to Deira city center, and it's just a few stations away, so definitely recommend it. So this is almost 20 minutes, so I think I'm going to continue enjoy this green tea, and I hope my throat will be better. I'm gonna try and film once I am at that hotel, and I will see. I think I'm gonna come back to Deira city center later, maybe, because I want to be able to buy some, some dates and like different food stuff, and I want to go and buy a cream from the pharmacy that they do not have in Sweden. And I'm maybe going to go buy some other shop here and just have a look if there is something, because obviously I don't know when I'm gonna be back in Dubai. Maybe I will be back in March or in April, but I'm going to see how my schedule is going to be as well, with all of the things that I have going on. So if I have the chance, I'm probably gonna be back in April, before Ramadan and before it getting too hot and all these things. But I will see how. So there was some cleaner walking here and looking at me, like, what is she doing? So they maybe never seen anyone speak to a camera. So 2019. Anyway, so I don't know if I'm gonna be back here in Dubai during the rest of the spring. I hope so, but who knows? It depends, on how the schedule is gonna go. I'm gonna try and put together a podcast actually now, when I will have like a silent space with no girl talking and these things, because when I now stayed in the GBR, I was not able to podcast or film too much because my friends are quite chatty, they are talking a lot, and I have always also been very busy as well when I've been staying there, like with typing and studying, and then I just been out and doing different things, so I haven't been able to really, I mean, I have been able to film slightly when I've been out, in different places, but not so much now. But I will see. And also they have a gym, and I hope the gym is nice, and like, some of the gyms in the hotels here, I would not definitely recommend them, because it depends on the other guests, because some of the guests are they are not so respectful, so I will see how the gym is going to be at that hotel, but I definitely gonna go there and do a good workout. I'm gonna do a really good run and like lift some weights and all these things, so I have so I can sit on the flight for 7 hours tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna end here, because now it's 21 minutes, but I hope you enjoy this place here from Dubai, and I'm gonna sit here with my green tea and type on this master paper for some time before I go and check in and continue with the day. So